Welcome back to Coco Banana.
It's Copacabana.
It's true, I know I'm quibbing over nothing, but being so poor weakens a person's very soul. But it's time I quit making silly excuses for myself. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was creepy on this girl in the last episode. I didn't really address it, but I thought that, you know.
She was pretty and you found her attractive and you was following
Give me
her.
an empty bottle.
Yep.
What a fucking rip. So this girl, she was kidnapped by the Helmerot King, and like she was rich before, but then her dad wasted all her money trying to rescue her and not succeeding, and then the poor people got all of these expensive jewelry from all the fucking moblins, and then they became rich, so... Kind of a crazy little scenario there for you. What the fuck was that? Like,
what do you mean? That wasn't on my end. That was you turning the lore page to tell us about more lore.
We can't be doing these sound effects because the viewers can't hear them.
Motherfucker, you told me to...
Take this. Wait, do I have to do your whole stupid side quest first? We need to talk. Yeah, whatever,
Joy,
blah,
joy,
blah,
joy.
blah. Yada, yada, yada. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, lady. Whatever. I think I have to do the stupid fucking dumbass, bomber-ass, not bomber. What are they called in this game? The killer bees. That's what they're called. Fuck me.
Killer
God damn
bees.
it.
Yeah, the guy from Naruto. He goes like, wee-ha, and then starts rapping.
I've never seen a Naruto in my life. Actually, no, I watched half of one episode and I was put off and disturbed.
Yeah,
That was
I
like
think I
20
watched
years
one
ago.
or two when it was on TV.
Man looks like he has a fucking Roblox face. I hate this.
Stephanie had the Roblox face. Or whichever one there is. There's like 50 of them, isn't there?
It's like the main one.
Take you on, kid. Wrestles the kid to the ground, fucking breaks
Just
his neck.
stabs
by
him with
accident.
a sword.
Oh god. Oh Jesus.
Stabs him with a sword because he tries to, like, you know, put his arm around you for a lock, and he just cuts himself with the sword that you just have on your back. He's a fucking dumbass kid.
So anyway, in between episodes, we were talking about how Frank and I still have not seen the Minecraft movie and never will,
probably.
my beanie. And also, I was thinking about media
Okay,
that
that
I
kid
watched
just
recently.
jumped
So,
off a cliff.
when we first started Wind Waker, I had a big funny reveal for Frank, was that I'd caught up
Yes.
with One Piece. And that was his big special present, and he didn't appreciate it. But
I did
now, this
appreciate it.
time...
I said that was very cool.
Don't talk to me, you freaking goon!
Wow, okay, I guess I'll just leave the...
Alright.
I have a show that I've been watching that Mabini will appreciate. Because hopefully someone around here will appreciate the shit that I go through. Do you want to take a guess, Mabini? What is it that I've been watching that might excite you? The littlest boy of them all?
How about your mother?
No.
Oh. Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh. Alright, that's the only thing that I watch.
Alright, you don't watch Doctor Who anymore?
Oh yeah. Well, have you watched the last season of Doctor Who? Have you?
Not the last season, but I've
Oh,
gotten
okay.
back into it. Because I
Okay.
haven't been into it in years and years and years because
Yeah.
Chris Chibnall is a hack fraud. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I did not finish watching Jodie Whittaker because,
Okay.
as I just previously mentioned, I'm not a big fan of Chris Chibnall's writing. I did watch a 5-hour video essay talking about it, so I got the gist of it, I think. I was
As
very
you do.
unimpressed with what I saw. So what I've been doing this week is I watched the first 4 of the specials, so the 3 David Tennant ones and the first Kurigawa.
Yeah.
But I was going to watch the 5th one with the second Kurigawa, but it looked like it took place like a year later. So I was like,
Is that the Joy to the World Christmas?
yeah,
special?
Joy to the World. I was like, because there was just a Christmas special.
Yeah,
and it
that's
looked
like
it
after the whole season happens.
Yeah, I thought so. So I didn't watch that. So I
Yeah.
watched technically the second episode of the season because the first special was the first episode. So yeah, I've gone back into Doctor Who and I'm planning on watching the rest of Kurigawa's stuff and
Yeah.
then I suppose Billy Piper's stuff, which is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Have you talked about your opinion on that of Billy Piper's?
No, that happened in between recording sessions. That's a recent.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Was that recent? I did not realize that.
I have not seen the, what do you call it, evolution?
Regeneration.
Regeneration.
Okay, I'm starting to realize that
But
maybe
I
you're
saw,
not as big of a Doctor Who
I
fan as I
have watched
initially thought.
videos talking about the state of Doctor Who, and I saw one brief video talking about Billy Piper as Doctor Who. And I was like, okay, sure.
I'm very interested in it. I think I'm very intrigued to see what she brings to the character because I think if you're gonna pick Billy Piper of all people, you gotta have something interesting up your sleeve.
Yeah. I think I saw what Christopher Eccleston had to say. He was like, I want to see Billy Piper as Doctor Who. And I'm like, okay, I can respect Christopher Eccleston's opinion. His idea is like, let's do something outrageous. That's kind of what their idea is. So like they brought David Tennant back and it's like, what the fuck? And then they brought Billy Piper as the Doctor and then that's even more what the fuck. So it's like, okay, fine, but you know, maybe write some good episodes.
I mean, that's the most important thing. Is that the
Yeah.
episodes are actually good.
Yeah,
Because that's what I mean. Like, that's the thing that Jodie Whittaker's Doctor kind of taught me. Is like, I think a Doctor is fine. I don't think she's just written all that well. I don't think anything around that time was
Yeah.
written very well at all.
She had, I think there's 1 or 2 episodes that she was in. I don't know who wrote them. One of them is called Kablam,
Holy fuck.
and I actually enjoyed
yeah.
that one.
I remember Kablam.
Kablam was definitely. I don't know who
Bubble
wrote it.
Wrap.
It might have been a Chris Chibnall one, but I don't know. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I thought they had a lot of interesting stuff going on in it. And I enjoyed Jodie as the Doctor, and I enjoyed watching all the companions doing their thing. I liked a lot of that. There was some moments as well. I think the other one was when the what are they called? The Rhino dudes, which is the one where they have that other woman as the other Doctor. That one was a pretty crazy episode.
You like that one?
I did.
Oh, where it's revealed that, spoiler alert everyone, that she's actually the first ever Time Lord, and she had an entire lifetime of various regenerations before she lost her memory.
It's not that one.
That's who that woman's revealed to be. It's one of her previous selves or something.
That one was it was like the last one of that season. It was like where they had the fucking Cybermen as Time Lords as well. That was just ridiculous. But no, this one was where they introduced that woman as the other Doctor, and she was just like taking people on tours to look at this place that they walk past every day. They had the Rhino men come down, and they were gonna be killing everyone, and there was an escaped alien or something like that on the run. So that was cool. And then at the end, it's like, oh, she's got one of those watches that turn you back into a Time Lord, and all that happens. Yes. So that was actually a pretty cool thing. I liked that episode. The Cyber Time Lords and what are they called? The Children of whatever. Who cares? That was just like, no, that's not on.
There's a lot of just extremely silly ideas
that was just far too extreme. That was like, it didn't change anything. It was just annoying.
Yes, well, that was the ultimate thing at the end. She was like, well, it doesn't change who I am. It's like, yeah, then why even bother?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, we already knew that the Doctor was special. It didn't matter. Why try to make them even more special? It's just such a pointless idea.
Hate, like, how...
It's like, oh, Superman is actually God? Okay.
Yeah.
Who cares? Literally no one cares.
Sorry, it's Jesus. All right, let's get that
Superman
straight.
is Jesus. All right, whatever.
It's Jesus. Well, he might not be, in this new Superman film that everyone's excited for. Apparently, there's a lot of hope, because it is James Gunn, that he'll write him correctly for once, because Superman is, like, pretty well, from what I understand, like, never been properly represented on film. Particularly the way Zack Snyder writes him, it's just not...
What about
Superman
Superman
Returns?
Returns?
All-powerful demigod that, like, looks down on humans, which is just simply not true.
So I've seen...
I don't know, man.
Was it Superman 1 through... Was there 5 in the 70s and 80s? Those ones I'm like, yeah, this is good, I like it. And I saw Smallville back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw Superman
Classic.
Returns. I don't think I've seen Man of Steel, but I've seen Batman vs Superman, because I was just
What?
like, yeah, I want to watch the superheroes fight each other.
Anyway, here's my cabana, by the way. I own this now.
The
That's
Coco
not a
Cabana.
Well, I thought we were playing Legend of Zelda, not Animal Crossing. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, what do you think? I decked it out myself. It's even got a fucking hermit on it.
I think the last DC movie I watched was the Flash movie.
The most recent one I've seen is the Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Film, man.
I saw Venom 3 recently.
Why? Why do you go out of your way to watch these bizarrely terrible films?
1 and 2 were actually funny. 3 was like, there's nothing to write home about. Didn't
I've been
like
meaning
it.
to watch them, but I just keep forgetting to
Because
watch
I
the
saw
Venom movies.
I saw the second one was coming out of the movies, so I rented the first one and watched it, and then I saw the second one. There was some funny moments. I was like, this isn't too bad. Just the banter between Eddie Brock and Venom was funny, but in the third one there was no banter. I was just like, oh, they're just like buddies now.
That's funny, because that's like the main thing that I hear everyone likes about those films, like, because they're not. I've heard they're not very good, well written or well made or anything like that, but people like their dynamic.
Yeah.
So what I just did, by the way, I went for a huge side quest to basically bribe this woman out of her cabana deed so I could go in here, just so I could then fucking take out my grappling hook, look at the
Smash
ceiling,
those.
throw it at this.
Mm.
Okay, these are the steps that you must take in order to beat the game. go into her fireplace, which then takes us to her subterranean lair, which has
As all women with cabanas do.
In the sewers. This is where the shit goes.
just women
with
with,
high
cabana
ceilings.
things, am I right? Ah, you
The
bastards!
sewers with high ceilings. What the hell? Going down into the deep sewer.
Sub sewer.
You better watch
Yeah,
out.
she's-
The warden's gonna show up soon.
Let's just say that I'm gulp, not alone down here, Scoop.
You know what would solve this? A Dagwood sandwich.
A
What's a
Dagwood
Dagwood
sandwich.
I know that in America, dag might not mean what you'd think it means, but in Australia, dag means a very particular thing.
Dagwood sandwich is the naming convention for those cartoon sandwiches where they have like the 20-decker sandwiches stacked on top of each other in every cartoon ever. That's called a Dagwood sandwich. The main reason I know that is because I've started playing through Ultra Moon, because it's the one Pokemon Gen that I haven't played. And
You haven't played Gen 7
my
at all?
team, yeah, no, I haven't played Gen 7 at all. And my team's naming conventions are sandwich names.
That's fun. I like how our Pokemon playthrough has encouraged both of you to play the game. Because Mabini, of course, was playing Gen 4.
Yeah, I've always been meaning to play it, but it's like,
Or,
it was at the point where, like, it's hard for me to get a cartridge for it, because I have a dumbass Australian 3DS, so Lamau. And then buying a Pokemon game cartridge, Lamau, good one.
Yeah.
And then so it's turned to the 3DS emulator, which for a very long time, Lamau doesn't fucking work. But like kind of recently, they've made it so it's playable on a 3DS emulator. So I've been able to actually start playing through that.
Next time on 3DS emulators.
I don't think that's what we're playing.
Oh.